I think that the most important thing we need to know about our oceans right now is just how important they are in regulating the global climate system and absorbing heat and carbon dioxide.
The ocean absorbs around 90% of that additional heat that we trap in the atmosphere with those greenhouse gas emissions. So climate change absolutely is something that's front and centre for the health of our oceans.
One thing you should know is that the fossil fuel industry is a direct threat to our oceans. Not only because of the climate change that's being caused by the fossil fuel industry, but fossil fuel companies, helped by the Australian government, are still exploring and drilling for new fossil fuels in our seabed.
The oceans are warming, and they're warming at a very significant rate, and this is going to be a major problem for our endemic species in Tasmania.
Because plants and animals are really critically dependent on particular temperatures, and as they change in the locations that they live, everything is just changing distribution. It's around 50% of the life on Earth that's already shifted where they live as a function of climate change.
Something that you need to know about Tasmania's amazing ocean environment is that we're part of this incredible rocky reef system called the Great Southern Reef, which stretches across the whole of South Australia. And it is such a unique place. Over 70% of the species here are found nowhere else on the Earth. So we've got types of seaweed, types of fish, like the red handfish, and they're not found anywhere else.
So our biggest threat is the way we've reduced our ocean to a resource, and the way that resource thinking has contributed to her plundering.
Half of the oxygen on the planet still comes from the oceans. Most of the animals on the planet still live in the oceans, so if we get it wrong, we're really going to mess stuff up.
One thing we need to understand about the oceans is that we're not separated from the ocean. The life on land, including us, is connected to the ocean. So what happens to the ocean also happens to us. Aboriginal people understand this relationship, and having that relationship with the ocean is what we all need to do in order to provide the care and respect for the ocean that the ocean needs.